finished our cover page. You're going to go to File, and then you choose New, and then choose Blank Document, and you're ready to start new. The instructions tell you to put your name, date, and period number centered in the header. So you are going to do this because everything you put into the header shows at the top of every single page. And so you go to Insert, and then you go to Header, and you choose Blank, and then to get it centered, you go to the Home tab, you hit Center, and you type your name, the date, which if you don't know what the date is, look in the bottom right corner of your screen. It tells you not only the time, but the date. So today is October the 9th. I could have hit enter. I wasn't looking up. And your class period. Then to get to the footer, by the way, you've got to put a quote in the footer. And it can be, I don't know, something from the Bible. It could be a quote that you live by. It could be just the quote that's on the board, whatever you want.
Whoa.
You get what you expect. Believe.
Not poo-poo get hit.
No. In your dreams. Unknown. Okay, to get out of the header and footer, you double click. Then you're ready to start the assignment. And it says type the attached notes in Comic Sans MS size 12. So you're going to type all of this. I'm not going to type all of it, but I do have a couple of things I want to talk about. If it's centered on here, you have to center it on your paper too. A lot of you center it using what I call the eyeball method. So you look at the screen and you spacebar over, and you find where you believe is the center. And then you type, oh wait, I'm on the wrong font. The instructions tell you that you need to be using Comic Sans MS size 12 font. So I'm just going to highlight that. Click up here.
Loading.
And wait.
I bet this is great.
Then you choose your font, Comic Sans MS, size 12. And as you can see, it's not centered because you did it wrong. And so I'm going to go back to the left. Actually, I'm just going to get rid of all this and type it again. And the correct way to center is to, hang on, come here. Click this button right here. This is the center button. So if you click that button, then you type, and no matter what you put in there, it is centered. Also, the words underneath that, general rules, have to be bolded and centered. This is still centered, so I'm going to click the B to turn it on. Now, I do not want bold and I do not want center from here on out. To turn them off, you click the same button. Now centering is off, now bold is off, and I can start typing. By the way, these are the notes that I would normally have you write, but you're typing them. So when you're using a word processing document, you need to put one space between each word. If you don't, then you find yourself with a whole bunch of green squigglies. There's nothing wrong, hang on, let me hit enter, there you go. There's nothing wrong with the spelling of either of these words. This is a grammatical error in that you have too many spaces between these two words. So to fix that, you just simply get between the words and hit backspace and it will take the space out, okay? I'm not going to type the whole thing, just give me a second. There are two spaces after a period. Exclamation and colon. I'm going somewhere, just hang on. That's not a colon, that's a colon. And you'll get the smiley face. All you have to do is hit backspace. Well, I say that because I had a period. Hang on, let me get there. Okay, it's not going to do it this time. But all you have to do at this point, if you get a smiley face, is hit the space bar. It'll fix it. Okay, As I was typing, I did not hit enter whenever I got right here. The computer just wrapped that around for me. So when you're typing this, don't feel like you have to hit enter just because it's out here at the edge. The computer will wrap it around for you. The only time you hit enter is when you are doing a new definition, or in this case, rule, because this is general rules. When you're typing, there's 2 spaces after a period. So I put a period right here. I would now hit spacebar 2 times. And then I start with if there was going to be something next. The dog was really fast. I know that's not part of your notes, but I'm just trying to show you. Spacebar, spacebar. He could outrun the car. Spacebar, spacebar. Okay, there we go. That's not part of your notes, but you get the gist of it. Now, I've already typed all this stuff, so I'm going to pull up what I have typed and show you the rest of this. It's supposed to be in Comic Sans MS size 12 font, so let me go ahead and get it that way. And let's do what it is that you have to do. Once you finish typing all of this, then, what do I do? Who knows?
Undo.
Undo. If you don't know what undo is, right now, if you've just typed all of this, you're freaking out because you didn't save. Even though I tell you you're supposed to save every 10 minutes, you didn't. And so you've lost everything, maybe 40 minutes worth of work, and you're freaking out. You don't have to, because the only thing you need to know is where the undo button is, which is right here. If you'll click this undo button, it's going to undo what you just did. So I click undo, and I have my stuff back. Okay, that's your friend. Learn where it is. I did that on purpose.
Yeah,
and then redo will redo what, we don't want it redone, but that's just the opposite of undo. To get this unhighlighted, click anywhere on the screen that's not blue, and it'll unhighlight it. Okay? All right, so the next thing you're going to do is cut the general rules section and paste it, cut it from the top and paste it beneath the vocabulary section. Now, you may be going, why did we have to type this if we're just going to move it? Because I want you to learn to cut and paste. Because at some point, a teacher's going to tell you, oh, I want you to put the War of 1812, and then I want you to put the Revolutionary War. And then they're going to realize, wait a minute, that was the wrong order. And they're going to say, no, change my mind. Don't want the War of 1812 first. I need you to move that and put it below the Revolutionary War on your essay that you're typing. If you don't know how to cut and paste, you're about to have to retype all of that.
Cut and paste or copy and paste?
Cut and paste. There's a difference, and I'm going to show you the difference. Okay, so to cut and paste, I want the General Rules section. So I'm going to highlight General Rules. Then I'm going to right-click on it and choose Cut. It's gone. Some of you are using that as an alternate to delete. That's not good. Because when you use Cut, what it's doing is it's putting it in the memory of the computer, and it's waiting on you to tell it to paste. 2 hours from now, I could be sending an email to somebody, and I right-click and paste, and all of a sudden that pops up because I never bothered to paste it in here. So you got to remember that when you use Cut, you're just putting it in the memory of the computer, and it's waiting on you to tell it where to go. I want it down here, but I don't want it right there. I want it underneath there. So what do? Hit Enter. Then I'm going to right-click and choose Paste, and there you go. It's moved. I moved it from the top to the bottom. That is cutting and pasting. The next, did you have a question?
Yes.
Okay.
On the paste, there's 3 options.
You know what? Whenever you do that, hang on, let me go back. Undo. What I do is I look at it and see which one of them I want. See, that's I'm not clicking it. I just have my mouse on it. That looks good, so I chose that one. This one, General Rules is over to the left. No, that's not where it's supposed to be. This one, General Rules is not even bolded and it's over to the left. So I want that one. That's how I decided. Okay, so that's cutting and pasting. Not to be confused with copying and pasting. And I'll show you that one in just a second.